Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Reads His Marvel Comics in Order. This is episode 106. This time I read Captain America and the Falcon, number 204. This is a little bit out of order. I recently picked this up. I got this on a Whatnot purchase. And this is, it, for anybody who's following along in the series, I'm in I think February of 1977 right now. This is December of 1976. So since I got this late, I'm just gonna kind of sneak it in here into reading my Marvel Comics in order. The next issue of Captain America and the Falcon that I have is issue 209, which will be coming up here pretty soon in this video series. So stay tuned for that. But this one is a few issues after the final issue that I had of Captain America. I can't remember what issue number it was. I want to say it was in the 190s somewhere. I just had a couple Captain American issues. If you go back a little while in this series, you'll find the Captain America videos. I can't remember what the last issue was. So this one's right in the middle of kind of a gap that I have in my collection. But it kind of picks up where some of the other videos storylines left off. The Falcon is brainwashed basically in this issue, which kind of happened back in those Captain America issues that I had before this gap started, and also in an issue of Marvel Team Up. This Captain America was a guest star, and it was kind of a wrap up of the Falcon's story where he gets brainwashed by these mutants that were living in New York City. They had just returned from some alternate dimension, Cap and the Falcon and the Falcon's girlfriend Layla. They had just returned from some alternate dimension in this issue of Marvel Team Up, and this kind of picks up, I think, after that, because now the Falcon is in SHIELD's psychiatric care. So that's where this issue picks up. Here's a couple of the characters that were roaming around New York City a few issues back that Captain America discovered. They have this strange society where everybody's brothers and sisters. I forget if it has a name or not, but these guys are responsible for the brainwashing of the Falcon. And this is a SHIELD doctor, psychologist named Dr. Hartman. And Captain America, of course, is standing by. We're trying to figure out what's going on with these characters and how to unbrainwash the Falcon in the process. It looks an awful lot like one of the characters that Jack Kirby created for DC. I think it Darkseid is kind of is the DC character. Did Jack Kirby create Darkseid for DC? I can't remember, but there's like a minion or a assistant character to Darkseid, and I think this guy looks an awful lot like him. Is his name Desaad? I don't know, can't remember. But yeah, this is the period when Jack Kirby returned to Marvel after a little bit of a break. He went over to DC for a few years and did some stuff there, and now he's back at Marvel doing Captain America. Yeah, these characters are very unstable, very detached from reality. SHIELD psychiatrists are trying to figure it out so that they can, like I said, fix the Falcon, and Cap is very, very concerned about the Falcon. He wants SHIELD to fix the Falcon up, get him back to his old self. But while we're inside the walls of this SHIELD psychiatric facility, we see this character who the doctor describes as having a horrifying condition. He's basically a cadaver, has no life signs, no pulse, no nothing. But he's animated by mysterious alien energies. And it's Jack Kirby. I never liked Jack Kirby's art when I was a kid. I like it more now than I did then. Still not a big fan, but I appreciate it more now. But his writing, his ideas and concepts are just out out in left field. He brings up all kinds of esoteric, type ideas about the afterlife, about the universe, and he just kind of peppers his stories with them, and that's what's going on here, and it's cool. It makes for good science fiction, basically. Here we have the Falcon. He's in a straitjacket. Cap don't like that. Cap disagrees with the Falcon being put in a straitjacket, but the Falcon wouldn't take off his suit, so they had to wrap him up in a straitjacket so he couldn't just fly off. Meanwhile, our cadaver, our living cadaver patient is about to be fed by the orderlies, and he decides he's going to break out, and he's super strong, of course, and the orderlies are no match. But then we do a little cutaway. Captain America and Sharon in her hippie best. She's got the headband, the long hippie style hair, the earth tone colored clothes. She's trying to talk Cap out of being Cap. She wants him to retire, and so they can just be a normal couple. And Cap, he can't do it. He can't give up being Captain America. It's who he is. And Sharon gets mad and storms off. That's what women do. Meanwhile, back at the Psychiatric Institute of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agron, that's his name, Agron, calls himself Agron. He's some sort of energetic force from beyond. But he is making mincemeat of all the orderlies in the Psychiatric Institute. We have to call in the security guards with guns, and they start blowing him full of holes, which doesn't stop him. But he does just kind of run out of juice on his own and finally falls. So we cut to Captain America sulking at his hotel room. He's watching an old science fiction movie, but he can't really focus on it because he's thinking about Sharon. He's hoping that Sharon is going to call him. He's hoping that Sharon is going to realize that you can't just ask an old warhorse to give up being who he is and just be a normal person. The phone rings and he's hoping it's Sharon, but it's the psychiatric unit. It's Dr. Hartman. He wants Cap to come down and help because this cadaver, even though unconscious at the moment, could come alive at any time. Cap says, "No, I can't right now. I'm sure S.H.I.E.L.D. can handle it, but I'll stand by." And right afterwards, Agron wakes up and busts out, and he's bigger and brawnier and stronger than before. I love these ads. 2 pages of ads. So yeah, Agron, now he's basically become the Hulk, smashes through the wall. Dr. Hartman says, "We've got a superhero right here who can help us. You guys keep him busy. I'll go get the superhero." So all the orderlies, all the guards, they're after Agron. Hartman goes and since the Falcon is brainwashed, he will only serve the brothers, the Brotherhood, the brothers and sisters, these 2 guys. So what Dr. Hartman has to tell him is that those 2 guys are under threat, and he has to go and help them, use his power to go help them. He takes them out of the straitjacket and says, "The bad guy's that way." And the Falcon joins the fray. All the security guards are down. They're getting knocked around like 10 pins. Falcon comes in, lands a good punch, which really ticks Agron off. His eyes start glowing with energy, and Falcon is about to punch him again, but it happens suddenly before the Falcon's very eyes, causing him to scream in horror. And that is our cliffhanger. It's a 2-parter, friends. A Far Out Theater of the Weird. Buy it if you dare. Next issue, Fear Comes Striding. And I don't have the issue after this, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm pretty sure the good guys will come out on top. I have faith in them. The series does continue after all. So I'm sure Captain America isn't going to give in to Sharon wanting him to give up being Captain America, and I'm sure the Falcon's going to make it. So if anybody out there has the next issue, please comment down below with what happened. And if there's anybody in your circle of friends who's an old nerd like us who might enjoy a video of this type, please share it with them. Give me a like. Please subscribe if you haven't. Stick around for more videos like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.